I am so sorry. I don't know what just happened. It was a technical difficulty moment. My lord. I am so sorry. That was the ghettoest thing today. But hello. I am back. Let me fix my chains. It's your girl, CashApp, live and direct. Hello, I see a channel member. I guess I'll just call you JH. I see you here. I thank you for your support. Y'all, the friggin' thing, obviously I was live with y'all for 3 seconds. And then it started echoing and doing all this weirdness. Child, I don't know. God bless this stream. Okay, please let this stream go smoothly for the entirety of it. I'm over here like, what the hell? Okay, but I see y'all found your way back. Hello, find your way back. Just thank you all for the support. All right, so let's not waste any more time, right? As you see by the thumbnail, okay, I'm here to talk about this little LOC oil blends that I curated for myself. So basically what happened is, for those of y'all who know, I was using on Jackie's. Okay, cool. Then I ran out. And y'all have been seeing the weather is really rainy and gloomy these days. So I didn't want to like have to go to the beauty supply store and voyage in the rainstorms for a new oil. So what I did instead was I scrimmaged in my cabinets and things and just mixed up what I already had on deck, right? So here's my little blend that I've been using for the past month now. As you can see from the color, there's obviously castor oil in here, Jamaican black, okay? And then I put olive oil from my kitchen and coconut oil, you know what I'm saying? And then I just zhuzhed it up with mad essential oils, right? Hello. So the reason I felt the need to share this with y'all today, and I'll get into which essential oils I use and everything, is because the other day for 4th of July, I was out with some peoples and I was getting compliments on how my hair smelled. And I was like, oh my God, really? Me? Because you know how they like to talk shit, those, and try to say that people with locks, their hair is dirty, their hair is stinky. Well, here I am breaking the damn stereotypes, okay, with some oils, child, okay? So basically, I put like maybe this much castor oil, Jamaican black, in there, because y'all know that that has a strong earthy aroma. Then I put like half and half for the rest, like half coconut, half olive. Hey y'all. Word, no stinky locks. We don't have time, okay? It is a myth, it is not true. And you can kill all of that noise just by having the right little concoction of oils, you know what I mean? So now, I put for the essential oils, right? Once again, just grabbing whatever I had. So I put lemongrass and lavender, right? Lemongrass is great for all kinds of scalp issues, but also for like, in the summertime it's good for insect repellent. So I put lemongrass in there, lavender, you know, round that out. You know what I'm saying? Throwing some vanilla. Cause you know, I like to be nice and warm and tonal, but also like sweet and delicious. You know what I mean? So I threw some vanilla in there, okay? And what else I have? I have patchouli oil and these are essentials, and cedarwood that I use together whenever I'm trying to make the baby powder kind of scent. Those two together make it happen, okay? And was there any other? No, that was it. So lemongrass, lavender, vanilla, cedarwood, and patchouli all together. Okay, okay, all of that with the actual scent. You know how castor oil smells, you know what I mean? Like the earthiness plus the coconut. all that together apparently just made this round, warm, cozy kind of scent together, to the point that people were complimenting me on it. And I was like, oh my God, that is amazing, you know? So here's what I do. Before I even continue, okay, let me just take down my hair, because part of this stream I'll just be undoing my my braids. I washed my hair last Friday, 5 days ago, and I put it in these braids, and then I bumped the ends with sponge rollers. Okay, and I'm ready to take these joints out. I don't know how y'all be keeping the braids and the twists in for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know how you do it, because my scalp is like, girl, let us breathe. So yeah, let me take this out while I chat the things. I do lavender and orange. I'll have to try vanilla. Yeah, the vanilla is like, I feel like it, let me open up my little rubber bands. I feel like the vanilla also just matches my personality. Like, I'm a vanilla kind of person. I know some people are like, oh no, it's too sweet, but I feel like if you balance it out with other scents, it's not overwhelming, right? It's actually quite pleasant. So yeah, the vanilla is like really calming and makes you feel, you know, at ease, and also delicious. So that's in this oil blend has had me living life. But anyways, so what I do is I spray my little rose water and aloe vera. This is like remnants of coconut oil, because I had tried to put some coconut oil in here and then it got hard, so that's in there. But I just spray that first. I'll spray, and that like loosens up my scalp region, and then I just go through each section with my oils and rub it in, massage, you know what I mean? And then I sit my lovely sweet smelling self underneath my hair steamer and just get my life for 30 minutes. And after that, like my roots feel, I did that today, like about 30 minutes ago. So it's dried now, but my roots feel so friggin' soft and like luscious. So luscious. And even though, so like I said, I have castor oil, olive oil, and coconut, even though that blend seems to be working pretty well for me, I want to replace the olive oil with sweet almond oil in my next batch that I make, because that just works better with my skin and my body. Like, my skin eats, like, drinks it up. It just drinks it up like, and then I'm mad supple after that. And olive oil, it kind of just sits on top for me, which is why the steamer is like so useful, because it helps it penetrate. So next time I'll switch out the olive for sweet almonds and let y'all know how that goes. But ultimately, the point is, sometimes we kind of get comfortable relying on other people to, you know, package the products for us. And I'm one of those persons too. I pay for convenience. But sometimes you kind of have to just make do with what you have. Like, you're not always going to have your products on deck. And so it's good to be able to just quickly whip something up with what you have on deck. You know what I mean? Now, I'm someone who I stay with mad oils in the crib. So that's why I was able to have a variety of essentials in there. But even if you just have like lavender, or if you just have lemongrass, or just one oil right now, kill it down. Put mad drops of that in there. And you'll just smell like that. You know what I mean? But yes. I feel like I just said a lot. Oh, child. Okay, let me see what y'all in here saying. Yes to the rose water and aloe vera. Yes, Cammy. You know it. Like, as I'm unraveling right now, the roots just feel so soft. What the F? I should have kept it up, actually. So I can, like... Oh, this is a stocking leg, y'all, by the way. Okay. Why am I using this? Because my elastic band is mad stretched out. And once again, I didn't go to the beauty supply store. So I just had to grab what I had on deck. You know? Which really just means that in the event of an apocalypse, you can still be out here looking fly as hell, girl, okay? Or guy. You can be out here looking fly as hell with your locks still put together because you can just grab little things like this and tie your hair up and boom, it's lit. Okay. So anyone else who's in here with locks and who sometimes experiments with, you know, oil blends, drop some combinations that y'all be using. Like, what kind of oils do you guys swear by? One thing that I have come to realize is that when you have the right combination of oils in your scalp and you just put all of the nutrients up here, just like Yanni the lochologist said, child, all you gotta do is keep all the nutrients in your roots, in your scalp, like a plant in the soil. You put all of it in there, all the good stuff, and then the rest of your hair will reap the benefits. You know, if the roots are solid, the roots are healthy, they're getting all of the goods, it'll literally translate into the rest of your hair quality. Like, people are always like, oh, your hair is so strong and so shiny. And it's just mirroring what I've put into my roots. Anyone else have that experience? Let me see. Been locked for 5 months now. Best decision ever. Facts. I'm glad you know that already. Locks are literally the best things. The best. Simply the best. Okay. I use Jamaican black castor oil. Okay. Word. That's what I have in here. I put like, what's this? An ounce worth of castor oil. And that's it. Okay. Because that scent is something else. Cinnamon cassia? What's that? Rose water and vitamin E, Jamaican black castor oil, peppermint, and almond oil. Oh my gosh, now that you say that, I need to get peppermint oil back in my situation. Because, child, I love a tingle in the scalp. I love it. I love that refreshing feeling so much. And tea tree oil. Did I put tea tree oil in this too? No, I didn't have any. I just put lemongrass. But tea tree oil is great as well, for sure. Especially, so raise your hand if you saw my dandruff video last week. I saw some of y'all were like, girl, no. Disgusting. But, you know, keep it a buck. A lot of people deal with it, especially with the locks. Like, it is common. So, you know. But tea tree oil is perfect for people with dandruff, just so you know. Okay, I see. Not the throw up face. It wasn't that bad, was it? Depending on how far you got, then yeah. Oh, and someone in the comments said that for those who watched it, they said that the worms nest videos are fake. Like, it's someone who's just fucking around with worms nests and putting it on people's heads or something like that. Even still, though, why? Like, why? Why do that? Look at this. Look at this delicious ass braid. Look at that. You did that, girl. You did that. Look at it. Look at her. Okay. I've made jojoba, almond oil, vitamin E with lavender, frankincense, and rosemary. Come through with the frankincense! First of all, aside from the scent boost, the aromatherapy you get from the oils, certain oils are just like really protective of your aura, your vibe. Especially putting it in your crown, which for those who fuck with that type of thing, your chakras are all up and through. alignment, okay? And if your crown chakra is being stimulated with oils that are targeted towards opening your access point or even closing just to protect yourself, then it's really like an anointment. You're anointing yourself. So adding stuff like frankincense is so powerful because that's specifically for like spiritual protection. And y'all know how we feel about people and energies around our locks, around our crown. You gotta be, you gotta protect that. But yeah, so aside from smelling good and then having its benefits for your scalp health, it also is spiritual protection. You feel me? Yo, I just love seeing the little member badge in the comments. That shit is so cute. I love it so much. Need to add that then. Hell yeah, add that. Add that. That's why I love Florida water. Ooh. Sometimes in my liquid spray, my moisturizing spray, sometimes I'll add Florida water in that as well, for the additional spiritual assistance, Hey Sammy, just got here, but how often do you do braid outs? So I try not to do it too much. This one was like after a month of, so I retwisted my hair a month ago for the first time after my 3-month challenge, right? So a month ago is when I did my first retwist, and then last Friday I washed and put these braids in. And I'm not gonna do this again for maybe another few weeks. Because one thing with keeping these protective styles for extended periods of time is it puts tension on your scalp. Like it does. Like it does. And I'm someone, I don't even do my hair tight. I do it loose, and still I feel like the tension on my scalp. I feel nervous about if it's too heavy. You know what I mean? So I'll do it maybe once a month these days. You know what I mean? If that. I might like do it a little less maybe, depending. But yeah. This is my first one this month, child. Yep, just a splash to my rose water and peppermint oil spray. Yes. Oh my God, yo. Son. My scalp. Okay, let me see if I can like. Can y'all see the juiciness in my scalp right now? I don't know if it's translating on camera how it feels, but it just feels so good in here. Wow, feels so good. I made it to a live. Wow, what an honor. Come through, Jaden. We love to have you. Let me see what else. Girl, your parts be looking real fine after them all these years. How did you do them? It's so funny hearing you compliment me. First of all, thank you. Hearing you compliment me on my parts is so funny because I legit didn't part it with like precision. You see these nails? That's what I use to like go through. So so basically in the back, I kind of just like followed the brick laid pattern, but it wasn't like perfect. I just grabbed the hair and twisted that area. And whenever I do my retwist, for y'all who have seen it, like I just grab it and twist. The parts aren't even a thought process for me. Yo, there's a friggin' random ass gnat flying across the screen. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't do anything to make my parts stay like this. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, these aren't perfect parts. And yet, it doesn't even matter. Okay. Oh, and y'all, yes, Amazon for the rose water for sure. Because my little thing acted crazy, my description and everything isn't there anymore. But when this uploads, I will, thank you, Angel. I will add to the description, I will add the different products I mentioned, the links for you to just go grab them. If you want to concoct your own little mix, if not, totally understand. That's why I love braid outs and twist outs on locks. It's pretty much a guarantee that it'll come out lit. That's a fact. That's why I don't ever have to do too much with the styling, because all I need to do is bust a braid out or a twist out, and that's it. That alone gives you like this little playground to explore with different styles that you can try when it's in this curly pattern, you know? Now I can just like randomly throw some shit. I can just randomly throw some shit together and it'll look cute. Yo, this feels so friggin' good. Like, what? Wow. Like, it's a little bit, the roots are a little bit frizzy because, like I said, I just steamed it. So, you know, it's not perfect. But it feels good. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I catch the comments because I'm kind of like distracted. I can't get my hair retwisted because the government closed all salons from where I'm from. Damn. But then again, Jimmy, you can retwist it your damn self. You didn't see the thumbnail? Sometimes you just gotta do it yourself. Sometimes. I was actually talking to someone the other day, I think yesterday. And he was telling me how with his locks, he started it himself and he maintains it for the most part by himself. And he's not no like, you know, he's like a manly man kind of guy. But he figured out how to do his hair. And his shits look good. Let's see. Can't wait until my hair starts really locking. I'm a little over a month in. Oh, a month. Oh my God. So cute. When your hair starts locking, you probably won't even notice it until way after the fact. At least that's how it was for me. It's kind of like one day I was like, oh shit. It's locked now, you know, because like each day it looks a little bit differently, a little different. So each part of the, you know, transformation process is like, it looks different and it's cool. So by the time you get to the part where it's officially locked, you're gonna be like, you would have seen your hair in so many forms by then, you know what I mean? So just be patient. I can't. Why you think I depend on the salon? Jimmy. Listen, Jimmy. Okay? Okay. That's all I gotta say. Do you wrap the hair growing out of the lock back when you retwist? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, indeed. The versatility of locks is really crazy. How much we can do. It's really crazy how much we can do with our hair. Facts. Like, I was even saying the other day, once again yesterday, in the same conversation. I was like, you know how some women love to do the weaves and the wigs and the braids and everything so they can have a different look, have versatile hairstyles? Like for me, you know, the braid outs are great or whatever, but if there's ever a time where I'm like, I'm bored, I want to do something super different and cool with my hair, I can just go to a loctician and get a style, and that'll be mad different in itself, because no one else's hair is going to look like that. That's one thing about locks is you can have a variety of styles, and even if two people do the same style, it'll look completely different on both of them. Whereas with these like lace fronts and everything, whatever going on, if two people were in the same wig, child, it looks the same on both of y'all. Both of y'all look like thing 1 and thing 2. To be honest, if you thought it looked different, I'm here to tell you it doesn't. But you know, okay. I can't wait for my locks. Been dragging my feet for years. Oh my goodness, not years of you wanting this. Oh my God. You better get them things. You know you want to. What you waiting on? Damn, I need some more water in there. Wait, I just saw a question and then I lost it. So I'm about 7 months. Ooh, yes. Okay. So I'm about 7 months locked and my hair is pretty much starting to lock for real. But will I see any more thickness in them by the time I hit year 1? Well, there's no way for me to determine that based off of your description alone. I would have to see your hair and know your texture. Maybe. By like 6 months is when it starts locking, but like the first 2 years, it's still going through the locking process. And part of that means that, you know, it's like tangling and moving and shifting. So it still hasn't settled yet. You know what I mean? So basically what I'm saying is the process of it locking is how it swells. That's what the swelling is. So if it hasn't fully locked yet, that means it hasn't fully swollen up yet either. So I'm sure there's room for it to get maybe a little bit thicker, but not like, it's not gonna double in size, not like that. It's just gonna, I keep seeing a friggin' strand of fur. Yeah, it's just gonna swell up a little bit. Like how when you take a dry sponge and then you soak it in water, it just swells slightly. That's what it'll be like. Do your locks be irritating your face? Yeah, like that's why that's part of why I keep it up or back for the most part, because my skin is sensitive and it's acne prone. So if there's too much touching my face, like I can have a breakout pretty easily. But the good thing is, because of the types of oils that I use, they don't, like lately I haven't been getting breakouts on my face from my hair or anything like that. I think it's probably also because I have so many essential oils, and all of those oils are good for skin. You know what I mean? So even though the oils touch, it doesn't irritate my skin. The only time I deal with irritation is if there's other product, if I'm using like a store-bought product or something like that has additives that I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? But this is pretty straightforward. Like I said, for those who are new, castor oil, coconut oil, and olive oil with a whole bunch of essential oils. That's what I'm using as of now. And then I will update it, you know, when it's finished. So yeah, like these are like little scars that I have from just already having old breakouts. But I don't have any new breakouts. If that answered your question. If that answered you. Patience is definitely key. That's a fact. Do you have many photos of early stages of your locks? I don't have a lot of photos. I have video. Like you would have to just look at my earlier videos. And I also did a lock journey video. Well, a natural hair journey that shows me going from perm to natural to locks. So you can see it there too. But yeah, literally just go to my first upload ever on YouTube and see the difference. You're gonna be like, oh my God. Oh yeah, hold on, let me get that. Okay. You're gonna be like, whoa. You mix the oils with water? No. The oils are in their own thing. My moisturizing spray is in its own thing. So I spray first, just to open up the follicles, you know, get it ready to get zhuzhed up. And then I put the oils, and then I sit under my locks, my hair steamer. And that's that. Sammy, your locks were still beautiful in the beginning. You know what, Darlene? Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you to say that. I definitely loved my hair at every stage too, you know? But just to say how different it looks then versus now, that's what I mean. It looks so different. So different. Ooh, I feel like a mermaid. Oh yeah. Okay. My twist unraveling so bad it's annoying. Oh, you mean like your retwist? I'm sorry. Sometimes some of mine unravel too, but I think I've just gotten used to not having my roots be perfect and tamed the whole time. That even when it unravels, I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's fine. You know? No use stressing over it. Okay, I'm 2 months in and some of my locks are budding. Will the whole lock go through budding or just parts? What happens after budding? So it's usually like different areas, different. So let's see, hold on. So let's say this is the lock right now, right? So it'll be like random bud over there, random bud over here. It's not like it's not like the whole thing is a bud, you know? It's just like random. And that's just the process of your hair tangling. So, you know, it's just moving around. I think you asked what happened after it buds. Eventually it starts to get uniform. Eventually it uniforms itself and gets into formation like this. Eventually it does that. I heard they finished The Little Mermaid. Super excited. Yes, I can't wait to see Halle and her beautiful self singing the things. Like, I can just hear the songs in her voice right now. And she looks like a damn mermaid. Look at her bone structure. Yeah, I can't wait. Yo, y'all, random. I've been watching Manifest on Netflix. Raise your hand if you know that show. Oh, shit. I popped the... Who in here watches Manifest? That show is something else, child. It is something else. I tell ya. Has anyone ever been in a situation, oh shoot, where they were dating someone and then y'all broke up and then their friends or a relative of theirs, you realize that you kind of like them, you have eyes for them, and you're like, shit. Wow, I tell you, life can be messy. I heard of it, never watched it. Okay, it's very interesting. I just finished it. The last season is on Hulu. What you mean last season? How many seasons it has? Thank you for telling me that. I thought Netflix was everything. Thank you for that information. I feel like an intruder because I ain't never heard of that, but I'll check it out. Don't worry. I literally just got into it like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. I'm pretty sure I'm late because people were talking about it from dumb long ago. I don't think it's on UK Netflix. What? Yo, that's one thing that's crazy to me is how your Netflix will have different shows available depending on the region. I remember when I was in Jamaica watching Fresh Prince on Netflix. I was like, but why the hell don't we have the Fresh Prince in America? You know what I mean? But in Jamaica, it was weird. Maybe it's on Hulu, Sabrina? I don't know. Netflix be lacking on seasons on every show or latest fact. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Please, my friend's brother is so fine. I be going over at her house just for him, and it feels wrong. Oh my god. Is your name? What's your name? Let me see. Blanche Rose. Like, is like from the Golden Girls? Was that what you were trying to do there, or is that your name for real? Listen, Blanche. Relatable content. Relatable content, child. Let me tell you, I'm low-key in a variation of that right now. It's not like a sibling or a friend, but it's definitely like a relative. I'm like, yo, your relative is fine. And we broke up years ago. So you are living your life. So, but you know, that's just me being, that's just me not giving a fuck about things. Like, I'm one of those people who, if there's a boundary or a rule that isn't like, it doesn't really make sense, it's just kind of like people just do it because they say you're supposed to, I usually rebel against stuff like that. I feel like a lot of the time situations are case by case. Like, let's say you were dating with someone and the whole time you were with them, they were messing with other people. But then when you break up, you're supposed to be loyal and not, like, if an opportunity comes your way to interact with someone else that might be better suited for you, but they know them, you're supposed to not deal with that person because they know them. But it's like, why should I be loyal to this idea when the whole time you was together you was cheating? You know, stuff like that. I'll look at it and be like, it's not so black and white. So Manifest has, like, you know, a little flair of that going on. And it really makes you think, have I ever been in that situation? And, you know, how did it feel? But for me, you know, I've just been like, let me be respectful. It becomes a thing of self-control and discipline, because at the end of the day, everything you do in life is a series of choices. You know how people try to act like, oh, you know, it just happened. I don't know how, it just did. But no, really, you had an opportunity to make a choice and you chose to do the thing. You know what I mean? Just like I can be in a situation, the same exact situation, and choose not to do the thing. It's all a choice. So although I'm in a similar scenario, I have chosen not to act on it at this time. Okay? My husband cousin is fine, the shame. Darlene. I feel you though. It be the cousins. It be them. Can I see your nails? I need a fill-in. But yes, you can see them. It's 3 seasons and comes on NBC. 3 seasons? Here my ass was thinking it was only 1. Wow. Thank you, Psalms. Wow. Crazy. Has anyone ever had a situation where, okay, let me just give my own situation. I've been in a situation where I was talking to somebody, right? And, you know, me and them's holding a vibe. And then we stopped talking. And then my friend, my homegirl, now they're dealing with each other. Now they're in a relationship. And I remember at the time, because I was like 18. So, you know, mad petty. At the time, I felt away. I was like, what the hell is this? The betrayal. I felt way. And it's not even like me and this guy were ever together. We were just talking, getting to know each other. And I felt so territorial over that. Like, you owe me this kind of loyalty or what is it? Obligance? Obligation. Whatever. I felt like I was owed that. But then you get older and you kind of realize we can't really control how we feel and who we feel those ways with, to an extent, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just feel drawn to somebody, and then you have to contend with the societal implications of those feelings, and it becomes this whole internal struggle. And then there's people who are out here who just do whatever the fuck they want, and you know, you can feel how you want to feel about them, they still live in their lives. So who are we to be like super self-righteous about it? It's kind of like, people do what they want. As long as it's consensual and you're not disrespecting or harming anyone, as like, you know, intentionally trying to cause harm, then I feel like there's a lot of gray areas when it comes to life and relationships that people aren't comfortable talking about. How did we get here? I'm over here. We went from talking about oils to dating each other's relatives. I did that. He's my husband for 4 years now, knew each other for 10 years now. What you mean did that? Like as far as got with someone who was with another relative or something like that, or a friend? But shouts to y'all being together. Wait, you said you're married? Married for 4 years, knew each other for 10 years. Yeah. Because sometimes, even in the situation I'm talking about, I'm like, how much time is like a reasonable amount of time after a breakup before it's like okay for you to explore connections as they come? Like, let's say you and someone broke up 10 years ago, and now their cousin or their, like, I don't know, somebody else, their friend or something, you guys realize that you like each other, you're compatible in a way that you didn't know before. Are you supposed to be like, absolutely not, because I used to date this person and so my allegiance is with them, even if y'all separated 10 years ago and y'all are both on 2 different paths now? You know what I mean? Like, why do we do that to ourselves? I just think about like what civilization must have been like years and years and years ago with our ancestors. I mean, you already know polygamy and stuff like that was a thing. And just the whole tribal and community energy. Like, I find it hard to believe that these rules that we abide by today had held any weight back in the day. I find it hard to believe that. Did I get everything? Hold on a minute. Oh, I didn't. The girl who did my wax yesterday, in the same situation. No way. Wait, hold on. I told her to go ahead and get with the ex's friends. Her ex wasn't ish. No way. They broke up in 2015. That's what I'm talking about, Curl Maverick. And trust me, if you were to ask me this, even maybe last year, my answer would have been mad different. But you live and you learn, you realize life is short, and it's kind of like, why should I not? Why not? What is really the harm? If everyone could be mature about things, then stuff like that wouldn't be a big deal. Because you'll be able to understand how it's possible. You know what I mean? It's not absurd to think about when you really think about it. Hold up a second. I just saw something about hoe. I was interested visibly into someone in a friend group, and then he showed me no interest. Then his friend was so amazing. He is now my fiance. The guy who showed me no interest in my calls, in me, calls me a hoe now. And you know what? Fuck him, okay? Or her, or them, or whatever they want to call themselves. F them, okay? You wasn't even checking for me. What you're saying is, you weren't even checking for me, but you feel that I'm supposed to, like, be obligated to you in any romantic partnership. I'm not supposed to deal with no one that you know. What if you know a lot of motherfucking people? What if you're a party planner? You're just really sociable and you know a lot of people. I'm supposed to never touch none of them because you know them or you're connected to them somehow? what they say, 6 degrees of separation. Like, we all know each other off of the strength of knowing other people. You know what I mean? Listen. That's why in the 70s they were talking about free love. Cause you know why? Because they were on acid. They're on psychedelics, which makes you open your perspective and see the world as more than these constructs that we fall in line with. You realize that you really don't have control over nobody else's business but your own. And even your own shit, you can't control it entirely. You know what I mean? Look, come through, Braid-Out. I think I got all of them. Let's see. I think so. Oh, yes, baby. There's like little particles flying around. I hate it. Okay. Hold on. And I can tell in her voice she's genuinely interested in him. Yeah, Curl Maverick, because that'd be the thing. You know, in the situation I'm talking about, the thought process I had was, I wish I met you first. You know? But then I thought about it and I was like, but if I met you first, I wouldn't be this version of myself, because I am this version as a result of the entire experience I had with my ex. So I needed that to be this version. For me to be looking at you now and thinking to myself, maybe you are better of a fit for me than I realized. You know what I mean? But shouts to y'all in here talking about fiancés and husbands that you linked up with off that same type of vibe. You know what I mean? I'm happy for you. I'm happy that it's working out so far. And if people are throwing shade your way, F them. Because at the end of the day, everyone's life is messy somewhere, whether they want to admit it openly or not. So for those of us who are out there being honest about the fact that, yeah, shit is messy and I'm just working with it, instead of trying to act like you're perfect and everything is all figured out and clean and tidy all the time. That's not realistic. It isn't. Okay. Retwisting and listening. Come through, Karina. I love when y'all retwist your hair while you watch me. That's so dope. Thank you, guys. Thank you. What is the lip balm you just put on? It's so pretty and natural looking. Thank you. I got this on Amazon. It's called, hold on, Mode Lip Glaze. Can you, it's like reflective. Mode Lip Glaze. This is cinnamon. It's a flavored lip gloss. I got it because, you know, it's flavored. But the cinnamon, I'm not gonna lie, at first it's a little spicy. It's like, but then it calms down. That's what that is. I feel like if my ex got with one of my relative or friends, etc., I would absolutely don't give a fuck. I mean, do you. And I feel like that's the most powerful thing, when you genuinely feel that way. Like, when you genuinely feel like you do you, whatever makes you happy. And there's a difference between doing what makes you happy and doing things out of spite or just to cause problems. And you know the difference when that's happening. But if you genuinely connect with someone, you know what I mean? I don't really see a problem with exploring that if it's genuine. How many people have missed out on relationships with potential soulmates or whatever, or even life lessons, but you just avoided it because, oh shit, they know my ex. It's like, so the fuck what? That's what I want for us. I want us to embrace that energy more. So what? So what if other people know? So what if y'all know each other on some level? So what? If y'all gotta know each other, then sure. But if me and this person are compatible, I feel that I deserve to explore that. He probably watching right now like, I agree. This guy calls me a man clown because I bought him a cheesecake, but he only knew the things, if he only knew the things I do for my fiance, he go shut his mouth and this is hilarious. Listen, and you know, the immature ones will talk shit. They'll try to call you all kinds of names or whatever. It's like, you're allowed to be mad. Be as mad as you want to be. But me and my fiance, we're lit. That's basically what she's saying, y'all. That's how I met my husband. His ex was a mess. Or I guess you mean messy as fuck after she found out, but it just made us stronger. Come through, Moonlight, with the coming back stronger after shit got found out. I love that for y'all. I love that for y'all. Yes. I love that for y'all. And I'm actually, this is pretty dope to me that so many of y'all are talking about you met your husband, you met your fiance off of the back end of a messy situation. I love that. Because what is life without mess? Boring. That's what it is. Wait, hold on. I think I missed a piece of what you were saying, Totally Chic. You said, it caused so much drama when I got with him, shaking my head, when she chose a whole other person over him. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're with a whole other person, but if I dip a toe, then I'm wrong. That's what you're saying? Even though you're with a whole nother. That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Like, it's not logical. It's all ego. And I feel like so many more expansive experiences can happen in life if people steps back from their ego sometimes. Don't let it lead you so much, because you deprive yourself and other people of what could potentially be a life-changing experience, but we're supposed to respect your ego so that you're comfortable all the time. No, that's not realistic. Sometimes your ego has to be hurt. Sometimes it needs to be bruised. Sometimes it needs to die altogether and be reborn so that you can become more enlightened as a person. Like, we be stuck on this like 3D love and romance and ideas of what it means to be in a relationship. It only has to be this way. When we're literally spiritual beings, there's no one way to be that. So how are you going to tell me there's only one way to relate with other people? Oh shit. I'm over here slapping stuff. About some bro code and girl code. Why can't we all just be happy? Nonsense. That is so true. Bro code, girl code. And really that's just a ego code, because really you're saying is, according to how I feel, you have to stop living. Come through membership. I see you, Kia. Is it Kia or Kaya? Kia. It's Kia. Hey girl, I love your little gem. It looks so cute. I love to see the gems in here. But yeah, like, I'm telling you, people be like, and when you really think about it, you realize all of this shit is made up anyway. We made up all of these rules. And not to say that there's something wrong with creating some sense of order amongst people. Like, sure, that's fair. But also, it's not realistic to try to be so rigid about every single thing when there's so much nuance in everything. The only thing I'll be rigid, like hardcore rigid about, is like the abuse of children or some shit like that. Like abuse at all. That there's like a clear right and wrong there. And even still, there's always like a messy ass story that contributed to why this person operates like that. You know what I mean? So even still, it's not on me to completely condemn certain things. There's a lot that, what I'm basically saying is there's a lot of gray area in everything in your life. And there's always like a backstory that leads people to why they are this way. You know? And think about how many people are like this fake version of themselves because they're trying so hard to like live within the constructs of society, within what's approved of and what's not. Meanwhile, their actual being is mad like expansive. You have range beyond your capabilities, but you haven't even tried to reach them because you gotta confine yourself. Like, please. This is low-key a message for me too, because sometimes I get caught in that where I'm like, I want to do this and that, but if I do this and that, I gotta deal with people asking me questions and all of them in my shit about it. You know what I mean? And now I gotta answer, make it make sense, you know? But sometimes I think it's worth it to just really own the life that you want, you know? All message for myself as well. All of it. No matter what happened in the relationship, once you break up, the obligations are done. You can't own another person. I think you were trying to say do life or do what works for you. Pretty much. Because, yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Is we don't own people. Especially after a relationship ends. You definitely don't own them. And it's pretty entitled of us to expect that our exes are supposed to live exactly how we want them to live in order for us to feel comfortable. But what does that mean for them and their life, and vice versa? Why should we have to go through life always watering down what we really want or suppressing what we really want to make other people feel comfortable? Y'all saw that video with the lady in the Victoria's Secrets having a full meltdown. First of all, they call her Karen in this situation, right? Ran up on the shorty, tried to hit her, and then did the whole white tears thing, like, oh my God, I didn't try to hit you, no, please stop recording me, oh my God, no, stop. And then has a whole temper tantrum as a grown adult woman in the Victoria's Secrets. Actually, it was in the pink section, you know what I'm saying? Doing all of that. And I'm just looking at it like, you fucking entitled ass psycho. So the whole store is supposed to stop operating to make you feel comfortable after you started some shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we end up seeing in an extreme sense. People have massive temper tantrums or act out and act crazy because in their mind, you're supposed to accommodate them. And it's like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here. Oh my God, she was doing the most. The most! The acting. When I say I see, first of all, I've never seen a child throw a temper tantrum like that. That's how you know she was ODing. Because children will try it. And even they know not to go as far as she did. She was wilding. Like, she was wilding. Wilding out. You know what I mean? And talking about make her stop, no, you stop. And was chasing her around the store. That's the thing for me. You chasing me, telling me to stop recording you, stop making you feel uncomfortable. How about you leave? How about you leave? And then the whole, it's all gone now. But you're I tell you, there's a whole lot of like ridiculousness that we see from people in the world, especially the melanin deficient, but everyone in general, where they feel entitled to your treatment of them, whatever it may be. Yes, there's such thing as respect and common decency, right? But there's also that area where I don't owe you shit either. You know what I mean? And if you're going through life fragile as fuck because you're expecting everyone else to accommodate you, you're gonna live a life of suffering. That's really what you create. You're creating that because you're depending on other people's behaviors to determine how you feel. You're always gonna be disappointed. You're always gonna be feeling away. And why doom yourself to that existence? Why? When you can just regulate yourself, Make responsible decisions, be a good person, and try to be as honest as you can with the way that you live your life. And whoever fucks with you, cool, and whoever doesn't, cool. I feel like shit could be so simple and we make it so complicated. Why do we do that? These are questions that I would love for all of humanity to answer with themselves. Why do we do that? Why do we overcomplicate life? Life is so like simple and beautiful, and we make it so ghetto and chaotic. Anyways, y'all. Oh my god. My roots feel so good. It probably sounds like right now, but whatever, it feels good. Yes. Sometimes you got to do it yourself. Make your own oil blends. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta just do it your damn self. All right, I'm gonna look at a couple more comments because I didn't want this to be too long. Do y'all believe in open relationships? Yeah, I do. Once again, if y'all are mature and you are genuinely, it's something that you genuinely want, you're not doing it because the other person wants it. If y'all are both like, yeah, let's keep things open because it works for us, then I support that. If you guys can be selfless enough to allow or give your partner the space to be their full self, but then you constantly choose each other every day. Like I feel like that's the sexy part. That's the part that like feels like an honor and like really commitment because you're choosing it. You're not in default mode of just settling for it. It's like I choose you every single day, but today someone asked for my number and I almost gave it to them. And that's okay for us to say that to each other. You know what I mean? Maybe that's an ideal, but I feel like relationships can be that way and it doesn't have to be a fucking ego trip every time. Honestly. Okay. Do you speak French? I don't. Not everyone, let's breathe in the positive energy and hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you. Hit the like button, yes. And also, so I'm sure you guys see the little gems in the comments. Those are my members. Shouts to y'all. What's up, Stacy? I see you, Boo. And Kia. So those are my membership badges. If you guys would like to participate and be a part of the perks and the exclusive, just look at the link. Oh, matter of fact, I gotta put the link back in my bio because the fucking live restarted. When this uploads, I'll put the link in the bio, okay? You can join my membership, be a part of the squad, and get a gem next to your name. All right, melon deficient, yes, Psalms. That's such a nice way to put it. Because truly, you know what I mean? That's what it is. They don't have it. The fact that she dragged it, like, ma'am, get up off the floor and go home, please. Get up. Just get up. Shorty slowly slid her body down. Like, you can see that she was trying to present herself as mentally, like she was deliberately presenting herself as mentally unstable for some kind of cop out. Like she thought that was gonna be like, oh my god, she's like losing it, let's turn the cameras off and leave her alone. Like, girl, in what world do you live in? Which one? Not this one. You're not living on this world if you thought that was gonna work. Like, come on. I'm too broke for that. I'll need a listen, whenever you're ready, you know, it's all good. It's just another way to support the channel, y'all. You know, but I appreciate all forms of supports. I appreciate it. Babies have more class. The babies, the children have more couth than what that lady exhibited in that Victoria's Secrets, girl. Okay. It's all good, y'all. I love the vibes. Do you have any advice? I'm 6 months locked, but my scalp is dry. Get you a hair steamer. Changed my scalp. It changed my life. And I've literally only been doing that like within the past few months, but it literally has changed my whole scalp environment up here. Get a hair steamer, I promise. What's in the mixture? I missed it. This is castor oil, this much castor oil, 1 ounce. Then I put coconut oil and olive oil, which I was saying to them earlier, I'm gonna switch the olive oil with sweet almonds at some point. And then I use lemongrass, lavender, vanilla, patchouli, and cedarwood essential oils all together, and it created a nice delicious fragrance and all of the things. Okay. When I upload the video, I'll put it in the description also though. Do you sit under the dryer every time you wash your locks? No, not every time. Sometimes, but not every time. And my dryer is the inflatable one. I don't have like a hooded one. I have the like inflatable one that you attach to the blow dryer. So I'm able to just like plug it in, put it on, and then lay in my bed and watch a show. You know what I mean? But I only do that sometimes. When I run out of vanilla, I use cinnamon cassia. Oh, okay. I see that's what you were saying. Yes, cinnamon would do it too, for sure. Spicy. Let's see what else we got in here. Life is so much easier when you stop according. I guess you're trying to say affording so much importance to useless things, which I agree. All right, let me just do a quick little peruse. I've been looking forward to your lives when I get off work. Hello from Phoenix. Hello. My cups runneth over. Come through. Glad you made it. I didn't watch it because I'm tired of seeing these people act a fool. I feel you, SB. It's high-key embarrassing to see them act like that. Honestly. Okay. Yeah, I think I caught the majority of the comments that I'm going to catch right now. So I'm just gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all for keeping me company as I talked and unraveled. Here's the results. Let me just real quick do a little lock porn for that ass, okay? If I missed any of them, don't judge me, okay? Yes. Come on. Yes. All right, y'all. I appreciate the vibes. Love you so much. I'll add the products and all the links and the things in the description in like 1 minute. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye.